Good morning. My name is Steven, and today I'll be discussing some plyometric drills, mainly in reference to the tactical athletes and how to employ these in a training program designed for tactical athletes. So as we talk about plyometric drills, we'll be talking about some of the basic definitions and terminology that goes along with plyometric drills. One thing we want to talk about is power, which is the rate of which work is performed. With plyometric drills, it's a way to help build that power. There's a couple of general considerations when employing plyometric drills. First one would be their age and experience. When you're doing these drills, you have to take that into consideration. Another consideration would be the strength requirements, whether they're in season or if they're out of season, on deployment, not on deployment, or if they're training up for some type of major operation, so to say. And then the next one would be your proper form and proper technique, because that is going to affect the stretch shortening cycle. So within proper technique and improper form, doing plyometric drills, you can increase the chance of getting injured with improper form, and then also you affect that stretch shortening cycle and you're not able to produce optimal power. Alright, so as we talk about plyometric drills, you have to keep in mind when you're doing high intensity lower body plyometric drills, it's preferred that the tactical athlete be able to squat 1.5 times their body weight. There's an acronym I want to share with you: FIVR, F-I-V-R. These are like essential things for program design for plyometric drills that we're going to talk about briefly. Frequency, intensity, volume, and rest. Frequency just refers to the days of the week. If we're doing high intensity, probably up to 3 days a week, split out. You can vary it if you're doing upper body plyometrics along with lower body plyometrics. And then we go into the intensity phase, and that's just referring to if it's 1 or 2 feet, and then the rate of the stretch shortening cycle, which is like the elevation, such as we're doing box jumps. If it's higher or lower, that will affect the intensity. Let's talk about volume. That's foot or hand contacts per session. Rest. It's recommended at least 48 hours between plyometric drills. If you're doing moderate to high intensity, at least a 48-hour rest period in between the drills. Alright, so I'm going to go through a couple variations of some plyometric drills and exercises you can use. We're going to go from a low to moderate, maybe to high intensity, and it depends on how you do the exercise. One important thing to remember is that form, right, the proper technique is important. So when doing plyometric drills, one of the main things or foundations of this will be landing drills. If you land incorrectly, it could cause injury, and it puts more stress on your body itself. So there's a couple different landing drills that you can do. The first one I'm going to go through is going to be the drop freeze. Usually you probably want to do it from a 12-inch box. Right here I have one that's 24 inches. So it's a variation of the deck jump, but 12 inches is the preferred height you want to start with. And so I'll show you a variation of a drop freeze. You're going to stand on the box, then at the edge you're going to take 1 foot off. 1 foot off, you're going to step off, and then you're going to freeze, right? Now, that's to get proper landing when you start going into your plyometric drills. And so you want to establish that first before you start to progress in any way doing plyometric training. Another exercise you can do from low to moderate, I think we're going to start with low intensity type plyometric drills. One of them would be a squat jump. So you're going to start in an athletic stance, squat, jump, right? Some people like to freeze in the front with their hands in an athletic stance. Some people prefer to put it back. It's all up to you. The next exercise is going to be a broad jump. We're still talking about plyometric drills. It's a little bit more moderate to high intensity type exercise. So it want to be done like single response with ample amount of rest time. So start in an athletic stance, get ready to do a counter movement. You roll forward, land on both feet. Make sure you land properly. Try not to land 1 foot first. Both feet should contact at the same time. 5 exercises would be a death jump. So with the death jump, you're gonna start on top of the box. When you come off the box, as soon as your feet touch the ground, you're gonna explode. Trying to minimize your amount of time with your feet contacting the ground. You can explode, jump up as high as you can, and try to land properly. Like so. All right, so that's my little caveat on plyometric drills. Just keep in mind the acronym 5 are right: frequency, intensity, volume, and rest when you're designing your plyometric training or trying to implement into your program. Keep this in mind. I showed you variations. There's other ways to do all these drills, but just keep those simple things in mind. Use the proper technique, proper form, and come check back again for some more content. Like, comment, subscribe, and come check us out at Tampa Sports Academy.